Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawn on the bottom left side as the Chaos Lord, we have Xerene. Spawn on the right side as the High Tyrant, we have Astartes. Spawn on the top right side, or just top side, as the Farseer, we have Theodosios. Spawn as the Lord Inquisitor, we have Aniketos. I have no idea how to pronounce that one. Or any of them, really. Got another squad Imperial Guardsmen, Sentinel, pretty standard build opener. Do got Termagant, that's pretty standard for any Tyranid. Got Chaos Marines deployed on out. And now we got the Sentinel receiving quite a bit of fire. Lord Inquisitor is now advancing forward, trying to get some good damage on in. Does get a stun shot there onto one of the Chaos Marines. Both of the Chaos Lord should be able to win out this fight. Does get a good knockback there onto the Lord Inquisitor. Lord Inquisitor may actually go down here. She's severely wounded, down to 15 health, 12 health, 10, 7, 4, 3, 0. Lord Inquisitor does go down, but now the Chaos Marines are seeing quite a bit of fire. Chaos Lord trying to type some of these forces up in melee as well. Chaos Marines and Chaos Lord tying up the Imperial Guards up in melee. This VP has been captured up as well, and these heretics going straight for this power point, of which the point has not been reactivated. Now the Farseer is trying to advance forward, trying to resurrect her buddy. Chaos Lord now advancing forward, trying to get some good damage there.
Now we've got a chance.
Now the Farseer is getting some damage, receiving actually a lot of damage there. Havoc Squad does force her back. You also have a Havoc Squad being deployed on out.
We just need to find an edge.
Hormagaun's advancing forward. Hormagaun's chopping at the point. Guardian Squad is on fire against that Hormagon Squad. Guardian with the team now advancing forward, trying to get some good damage. The point was deactivated. This power point may actually go down as well. Generator does go down. He can try returning towards the power node, but does not get it. Hormagon squads are falling on back. Hormagon squad are fully withdrawing. And Hellline Banshees are hacking apart some generators. Hive Tyrant has been upgraded with the ending on just the Rending Talons. Upgrade Hive Tyrants improves the melee effectiveness against infantry. Also grants his eyes with roar ability, giving 35 piercing damage, knocks back nearby units. Gives 16 DPS for 10 seconds in the affected area. Hormagon squads do fall back right there. And now we've got the two Chaos Marine and the Havoc being inspired by Ritual. Ravener Brood on the build queue for the High Tyrant, as we've got Imperial Guards with advancing forward. Both of them upgraded with Sergeant. And a Sentinel and the Sergeant Guardian Squad firing away. Guardian Weapon Team now firing away against trying to hit that Havoc Squad. Only might cover the Havoc. Farseer does fall back. Guardian Squad advancing forward as well. And we've got the Combine Flare eyeing to kill out the garrison. It does force him to the garrison and potentially get overrun by the Tyranids, but he is in a full retreat. Good knockback there by the Lord Inquisitor. Sentinel turning forward, trying to get a stomp onto the Havoc Squad, trying to wait till he starts setting it up to interrupt it a bit more. Imperial Guardsmen getting overran. We got the multi-laser turret now deployed out right here. And the Heritage Squad does get forced back. Havoc Squad now stunned. And all these power generators did get cleaned up if there was anything built there.
Imperial Guard structure reporting damage. A power node. Roger.
Multi-laser turret does stay alive. Chaos Lord does get forced back, unlikely to get wiped out.
Let's get to it.
Guardians advance forward. Guardian Weapon Team does get some box shots on the end, but the High Tyrant's not getting suppressed. Improved Synapse being has been upgraded as well, gaining a nice Synapse aura. Increase the effect of the base Synapse. Ravener Brood does get suppressed there. Talon Mages are capturing up that VP. And the Guardian Squad beyond the heavy cover against with damage on the Ravener Brood.
Object destroyed.
Imperial Guard Flamers advance forward, gains good damage there on these power generators. And now I got the grenade launcher barrage. And knockback grenades fired. Does force back the Imperial Guards, but they're pretty stacked up. Grenade launchers should be very effective. Havoc trying to set on up, but does get tied up immediately at the melee immediately. Now we're trying to reset on up. And a poor angle, but it is in A angle. And the Lord Inquisitor will fall back in time this time. Good stomp there by the Sentinel. And this Imperial Guard squad does get suppressed there. Do quite a bit of fire there, does fall back. Combine Flamer now trying to burn that multi-blast turret, and it is going to be successful. Crippling Poison was utilized onto the Howling Banshees, and now got the Guardian Whip team trying to suppress these forces. Howling Banshees do suppress those forces and forces them back. And now the Chaos Lord's falling back as well. Eternal War upgrade has been upgraded on the Chaos Marine squad.
We have an edge for now. Upgrade order is
Power generator does go down. We got another power generator being deployed on out.
generator coming out.
The Revenue Brood does fall back. Termagon's trying to find, or Hormagon's trying to find a flank there onto the Guardian Weapon team. They will, but they will get hit by the Farseer and Guardian Weapon squad. And forcing back one of those squads. Got the Heretic squads advancing forward with the Chaos Marines and Hive Tyrant. Termagon's now advancing forward, get some damage there onto the Hive Tyrant now. And the Heavy Weapon team is starting to return towards these Termagons. Hive Tyrant does fall back in time. And now got the Ravener Brood now engaging the Farseer. Farseer does fully withdraw. Guardian team trying to set on up, trying to get some good damage on these forces. Guardians infantry getting some good in there. Ravener Brood does take their way forward. It does force back the Guardian weapon team. They do have all 5 of the members, so they, or 4 members, so they will stay alive. Guardian weapon squad is getting some consistent damage, not very wounded as well. Another Guardian weapon team now going on up, and now the Hive Tyrant's advancing forward. Do now have a Chimera being pulled out by the Lord Inquisitor. Sentinel received quite a bit of fire there, being pursued. And now I got the Lord Inquisitor trying to tie up his forces up in melee. Hive Tyrant's advancing forward. We got a Blood Crusher on the build queue as well as a Zonothrope. Tier 2 is being on the build queue for the Farseer, as well as a Chimera for the Lord Inquisitor. A lot of players are employing some Tier 2 assets. Lord Inquisitor has fallen back, and the Sentinel has been fully repaired, being upgraded. The Frag Missile Launcher upgrade now. These forces are going to get some good damage in there. Frag Missiles does get a good hit there onto the Havoc. Good grenade launcher barrage on those Imperial Guardsmen. Havoc squad getting a lot of attrition damage. And does go and get forces back. Flamer Engineers get some good, well, not Engineers, Heretics does get some good damage onto these Heretics. Guardian squad does fall back. It's got these forces advancing forward, trying to get some good damage. Zonothrope and Hive Tyrant advancing forward. Now got the Howling Banshees making their way forward. Do got a squad of Rippers. The job is to be ripped apart. Now we do have the Farseer trying to go in the mix of everything, but it's not exactly upgraded with anything. Howling Banshees charging forward. Rippers trying to tie up the Guardian Weapon squad up in the melee. Just trying to tie them up. Just well, they're good for. Howling Banshees does get a great special attack there onto the Zonothrope, knocking him back. And does fully take up the Zonothrope. Great pick there by the Howling Banshees. That's going to shot in front of the faces of the Termagons. Termagons, one of the Termagon squads make it wiped out. No, we'll see. We'll skip on out there, and the Howling Banshees do fall back now. Rippers trying to tie up the Guardian squad up in melee. We got Ritual here as well. Havoc setting on up, as we got the Chimera receiving some damage there. Blood Crusher is pushing way forward. You can load up some crack missiles to engage that Blood Crusher. Chimera's advancing forward, trying to get some good damage here.
Bloody heretics!
Ritual's been activated. Chimera is still advancing forward. Do got an auto cannon deployed on out the field. Gets great damage from the Chimera. Does not get another. Does get a volley there. Takes out the Chimera there with the auto cannon. Very, very nice. Well, the Imperial Guardsman in some region doesn't have access to the pressure weapon platform anymore, but there's a lot of AoE effects of the Chaos Lords now deployed on the field. Crack missiles do connect in the Blood Crusher. Chaos Lord could be upgraded honestly with the Mark of Corn in order to get or Icon of Corn. Get some good health regen. I've already said Mark of Cade. Wrong game. Lord Inquisitor does escape out of there with 2 health remaining. Sentinel received quite a bit of damage there. Ritual still activated. Up north, we've got the Rippers advancing forward. Looks like both these Guardian weapon squads does fall back. Both can still just Shuriken cannons. And the Rippers do get ripped apart.
A victory point is slipping away.
First squad of Warp Spiders now deployed on the field. He has lost his Guardian squad. And now the Farseer is going straight for tier 3. Quite just a force there. A V cannon wouldn't be half bad, nor wouldn't a Wraith Guard. Havoc squad, let's get some damage there. Havoc's received quite a bit of fire, however, from that Sentinel. Lord Inquisitor advancing forward. Over here, got the Guardian Weapon team and Warp Spiders engaged in range. Rippers do tie up the Guardian Weapon team up in melee. And Guardians does go and fall back. Warp Spiders does lose the X-Shark leader. Farseer's Space Force still no ooh. That was a bad teleport. He's gonna lose that Warp Spider if he does that again. Or lose it right now. Farseer also falls back as well. Tier 3 is almost complete for the Farseer. The Hive Tyrant already has tier 3. And the Blood Crusher is dead from the cracked missile of the Sentinel. Here's another ritual that's been activated, getting the ready for the Chaos Lord some more mobility, but you got a Plague Marine squad here as well. The Ogre do get a nice knockback there. They do not have the Bonehead Sergeant upgrade just yet. Oh no, they do. Actually can't count. The Bonehead Sergeant does have the fancy hat that the Orcs definitely do want. Chaos Lord now being upgraded to Lightning Claws. Flamer Guardsmen are advancing more, trying to get some more Synapse Generators down. The Hive Chaos Lord is going to force it back, however. The other Imperial Guardsman has been upgraded with the Plasma Guns, and both of them upgraded the Commissar as well. Great Napalm there, getting some great AoE damage onto that Havoc. Does do a full retreat there, very nice. Makes it charging forward, but there's way too much force here. They need to fall back. Carnifex now in the build queue for the Hive Tyrant. Not sure what the Farseer will go for. When he sees that Carnifex, going for a Seer Council is not a good idea. Speaking of which, there's a Seer Council on the field. Oh boy. I'm not a big fan of Seer Council, honestly. They feel like they just don't do enough for what they do as a tier 3 melee. Knobs do great. They're very resistant, durable, and they can be they're also effective as vehicles. Seer Council, I don't see them all that. I don't see them worth it, honestly. Party weapon to the squad does get forced back there. And now the Rippers are falling back. But we got these Heretics. Don't fire their knockback grenades just yet. Havoc squad auto cannon does get tied up in melee by the Ogre, and Imperial Guardsman face forward. Does get some good damage there. And now we got the Imperial Guardsman receiving a bit of fire. Stormtroopers now receiving some fire there. Could throw a frag missile onto the Chaos Marines. May see a stomp there as well. Lord Inquisitor firing some rounds for Inferno Pistol onto the Chaos Lord. The Chaos Lord. Wait, I thought he went for Lightning Claws. I guess he went for the Blood Maul instead. Carnifex, or has the blood field, has upgraded the Strangle Thorn Cannon. Ogre is charging forward. We've got the Plague Marines advancing forward. You've got the Hive Tyrant. Does get a nice seismic roar there, knocking back the Ogre before they engage the Carnifex. And Ravener Brood still just firing away as well. Got a Napalm run on top of the Termagants, let's fall back of all those forces, very nice. And the Sentinel here is getting some much needed repairs. Stun shot there onto the Hive Tyrant. Trigger Thor Cannon does find a good hit there. Oh! Almost annihilated that Imperial Guardsman. Grenades are raining on in on top of the Lord Inquisitor. And the Lord Inquisitor does fall back now. The VPs are favored by red by a small margin.
Let's get to it. Reinforcements are here.
I protect the Imperium.
Stormtroopers reporting ready. Our allies have themselves a victory point.
You have the Army Weapon Team set up in a good position there. Time Warp ability will make these guys slow down as well, keeping them in the radius of that Guardian Weapon Team.
Sir, we're losing.
Got these forces advancing forward. Rippers can't get suppressed. They will tie up the Guardian Weapon Team up in melee. Carnifex still advancing forward. Got an anti-vehicle weapon for the Farseer. It's been upgraded to the Singing Spear. We also have the Armor of Xerene. Gets a Time Warp ability as well as a Spirit Stone to give him a nice AoE heal ability as well as ability to get benefits from recovering allies. I think she went for that because he knows the Lord Inquisitor went down a little early on in the game, but hasn't gone down since though. Manticore Barrage raining on in, getting some great damage from these forces, forcing them all back. The Ogre start charging Fortune, get some good damage as well. These forces are nice Tyranid firing line. And great hit there on the Guardsman Infantry squad. Guardsman Infantry squad may get fully wiped there. Down to 1 health, it does go down to damage over time. Ogrins are advancing forward, does force back these forces. And got marked target there onto the Carnifex. Ogrin needs to start bashing it. Being upgraded with Bonehead Sergeant again once again. Farseer trying to tie up that Carnifex up in melee. A lot of good damage there. Fire Prison not firing against the right target. Carnifex is almost down. Lord Inquisitor getting tied up in melee by Bloodletters. Gets a shot there on the Carnifex. Carnifex is almost down. Ogrin goes down to the Fire Prison. Ogrin can stick around. They have plenty of health, and so does Farseer. It looks like the Lord Inquisitor does go down, distracted by the chasing down the Carnifex. It's got a... Oh, was that a Tyranid formation? Or maybe a couple of artillery towers went down. Not sure. Howling Mages do falling back. And the Chaos Lord's now being upgraded to Demonic Vestige. We got the Bane Wolf deployed on the field. Gets good damage there on the Heritage Squad, forcing them back. Our weapon team does fall back in time. Fire Prism trying to engage this Carnifex. This one's upgraded to Venom Cannon. Ogrin and Zero Council trying to report these synapse generators. One remains. And that one does go down now. There's actually a seismic roar there, but it does fall back. Those all the models stay alive as well.
Reporting enemy contact. Ready here.
Of course, all soldiers advancing forward. We do got the Plague Marines trying to capture that point. Does get a pretty good grenade hit there. Bane Wolf can advance forward. Blues running low on tickets. Got double capture against them. Hydron does fall back. Number of heavy weapons team for the Farseer. Bane Wolf's advancing forward. Got auto cannons here. Missile launch rating on in. Manticore Barrage trying to hit that ritual. He does get a good knockback there, but the ritual's still ongoing. Chaos Lord's advancing forward. And the Sentinel does go down now. Carnifex advancing forward. Gets good hits there on the Bane Wolf. We do have now the Ogren trying to charge forward. Bioplasma rolls a missile on the Manticore.
Reinforcements are here. Happy to be of
Ritual is
service.
still active. Plenty of health remaining on it.
I am ready.
We hear you. Go ahead.
Sir,
Farseer is rotating around. Needs to hit this VP as soon as possible. This one trying to be recaptured, captured up. Does get captured up by the Bloodletters. And we do have another squad of Bloodletters on the field. Good fire, prism, cannon shot there. Grenades raining on him, knocking back his various forces. Farseer received quite a bit of fire there. Good knockback on his forces. Seer Council charging on in. Stormtroopers are facing forward with support of Ogren and Pure Guard. Time warp ability has been activated. This point has not been decaptured. Farseer getting knocked back significantly by the Tyranna formation. Seer Council still has all 5 models, just very, very spread out. This point looks like we'll be decaptured in time. Very nice. This point has been captured up by Red. Blue's down to 11 tickets. First of all, Stormtroopers getting some good damage there. These forces are rotating around.
Our allies have themselves a victory point.
Hive trying to receive a bit of fire there. Seismic Roar does come forward, knocking back the Howling Banshees and secures the point. Now we got the Chaos Lord getting some good damage there. While they're teleporting forward, Manticore barrage raining in, knocking back these forces. Get a great hit there. Multiple good hits. Lord Inquisitor does get forced back. 2 fire prison invasive horde of high explosive rounds firing away. Chaos Lord needs to be knocked back. Does get that point decaptured, just can't let it get fully captured. Bloodletters still both go down, going for more Manticores.
The Inquisitor is fostering new power.
Lord Inquisitor is now at level 6. We do have the Carnifex firing away with a Venom Cannon. One of the fire prisms do go down. This point is captured by the blue team. This point's being recaptured by blue teams. Another Manticore barrage raining on in, gets good damage on this force. The Chaos Force down to a Heretic, Chaos Marines, and a Plague Marine. Do now have 2 Carnifex on the field. One of them is fresh, unupgraded. Good there onto the Ravner Brood. Ogren's now charging in, trying to take up the Venom Cannon Carnifex. Maybe successful. Ravner Brood does fall back. Point was decaptured, but since this point was captured, no VPs were lost for blue. Ogren and Farseer or Lord Inquisitor advancing forward here. The Chaos Lord could be focused down. Gets a stun shot onto the Lord Inquisitor by the Lord Inquisitor. Allows him to pick up the Chaos Lord. This like we're trying to capture that point. These forces are trying to interrupt them though. Grenade launcher barrage knocking back most of the Ogren, barring the Bonehead Sergeant. This point is still captured now. This is double capture in favor of blue. Carnifex charging forward. Ogren a little bit wounded. Now charging forward as well. Crystal soldiers or regular soldiers are right here. And now the Ogren do fall back. And Fire Pistol gets good damage there. It does drop a model. More Inquisitor Stormtroopers being called on in. Likely gonna be upgraded with melted bombs. Over here, we got the Seer Council trying to recapture that point. We got some fresh Hormigons here. Not at level 2, so it may not actually be that fresh. It's definitely not the call and drop pod ability, because that will come upgraded as well. They just haven't bothered upgrading those Hormigons the entire game. Ooh, Heretics received a good hit there.
Ready here.
Other Crystal Stormtroopers are not upgraded at the moment.
We are under attack.
Another Venom Cannon upgraded on the Carnifex. Fire Prison does not roll a hit there on the Carnifex. Carnifex now advancing forward. Lord Inquisitor and Ogren advancing forward as well.
We are under attack. Go ahead, sir.
Like Mr. Steve, bit of fire there. Manticore Barrage trying to hit that Carnifex. Carnifex completely avoids that fire, but good hits there onto it. Maybe a good time to go for a stun shot. Looks like the Chaos Lord will be falling back. Receive some melee hits there.
Message received.
Blue still has a double capture in their favor. Seal Council still pursuing this region, gains a great number of kills there. Seal Council actually doing some good work, now they're at level 2. I've heard seen quite a bit of fire there, not being upgraded the bonded exoskeleton. Not so sure how effective that is. Ravener Brood does jump on forward, not fully healed though. Hypertyrant may go down. Bond exoskeleton has complete that allows him grants a 9-second invulnerability. Holy crap! I know the Lord Inquisitor has something similar to that for 7 seconds, but that is a 9-second invulnerability in the armor slot. So your council does go down to the Hive Tyrant thanks to invulnerability. And that upgrade probably could easily look like that green shield looks like they used their shield as health, not necessarily full 9-second invulnerability. So that is a very powerful upgrade. Effects here, both of them upgraded venom cannons. Fire prisons are just harassing them, engaging at long range. Chaos Lord advancing forward. And looks like these forces may tie them up in melee. Fire prisons being pursuing those carnifex to the ends of the earth. Does get some good spotting there by the Farseer. Gets some much needed health regen from the Hive. It does take out that Carnifex there now. The Hive Giant does not have an anti-vehicle weapon, so these fire prisons can get some great damage there onto those remaining Carnifex. But we just get forced on back. Nothing from this VP, so Blue may hold out in the end. Aniketos barrage reigns on end. Does not get any models there, just some good damage though. Carnifex now receives fire there. Bioplasma fires. This Carp is severely wounded, and still got the Farseer in this region. He does take out the other Carnifex now. The Hive Tyrant is now just down to a Ravener Brute, going for Tyranno formation. He may escape in time. Have the Abandon Cannon upgrade on the Hive Tyrant as well. Needs to hit that lower health one. Does to get that one out. Very, very good. Can he fire that while moving? Also, I haven't seen the Venom Cannon upgrade onto the Hive Tyrant before. Got a Napalm run over here. Stormtroopers and the Lord of Inquisitor firing at range. Over and trying to type the grenade launchers up and made it. The grenade launcher squad does fall back. Over and soon fall back. Frag grenade thrown, completely whiffs there. Harps now getting some much needed repairs. Triple capture against red, that could be in the game. Serial Council just needs to sort of hold the region. We also now have the Ren Talons upgrade, swapping back to it.
A victory point, is that it, sir?
Manticore Barrage coming on in, gain some great damage there, denying to capture that point. Plague Marine's trying to capture the point now. This triple capture is still counting down. Stormtroopers are eyeing for the garrison. And the Serial Council are not engaging. There we go, now it's starting to engage. Double capture, 2 tickets are remaining. This point does get decaptured, and that point does not get decaptured in time. That is the end of this replay. This is Android saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.